He said namaste.
Okay.
Let's give some water. Had your lunch?
Yes, yes, आराम से.
Siddharth, lunch?
हम लोग सब लंदन करके चलो मुद्दे पे आते हैं.
So Gopal, you have some presentation?
No.
It's okay.
If you feel I can just give me
It's okay.
some brief.
I thought in case you have.
No, we thought, see, today what we are meeting is that day also, I am grateful to Dr. Selvam and the entire team of Amity that we could meet that day and we could share some of our experiences of ROOTAG and also learn from Dr. Murthy's presentation. A lot is being done and you have a good student power and also guidance by the expert people. So naturally the outcome has to be good. And how we can, bring it together. And as we are all working, our aim is to work for the poor. And if we are able to help through our efforts, outreaching those good technologies which are appropriately can be utilized by them, that is the best outcome, I would say, for nation also and for building the confidence also. So that way we can work together. Let us understand from your experience and other things, what are the new initiatives or whatever the work is being done. And from our office, I am representing Principal Scientific Advisor's Office. I am thankful for the invitation. And he is Dr. Siddharth working with me as young professional. And mainly, I handle lot many other initiatives, but today we are focusing on Rural Technology Action Group as I am coordinating this program, and which actually was conceptualized to give the appropriate technologies and demand driven. Unless if you are hungry, then only you can enjoy the food. So unless the demands are there and appropriately you are developing the technologies, it will be taken in a very positive manner. So we worked through 7 IITs and in different sectors, as and when demand actually we received or they received our root active, they could develop those technologies. And here what we have learned, because these are all educational institutions like your Amity also, if you try to connect with the grassroots level people, you need to have that compassion, and that compassion should reach very clearly to them. So these are the things. Here Dr. Sharma is there, Dr. Gopal Bhushan is there, so they know well that how they also did in past also, how beautifully these people have connected also. And here Dr. A.K. Singh is also there. So, anyway, we know each other. So, अभी मैंने देखा, change हो गया, so sorry about it. So, मैं recognize नहीं कर पाई. So, beautiful work they have done here when in DRDO's labs also. That so we work like that, and right now our team connected to different areas, different NGOs at grassroots level people, even state of officials and authorities. And through interministerial coordination, we try to, increase the outreach of this work to other areas, and it was well received. So some are commercialized, some are not, and but I can assure you that whatever our technologies are there, RUTAC technologies, they have good scientific inputs by IITs. They have looked at the ergonomics if it is required, they have looked at the safety or other required thing, and most importantly all this 100% sir, they have translated and accepted by the local people and across India. So this was the quite a bit of success. If you are labeling or putting it only economical success, you may say you are a utter failure. But the most important thing is we have reached out to the people. Some are commercialized, some are fabricated, and at Northeast region also we have done. So these are all the few things. Now, if we want to strengthen the frugal technologies or innovations kind of a thing, I think we all need to put our hands together. From our office, there are gaps areas because we are not the funders. And from your side, you have the student power. you have different faculties, different this thing. So how best we can, as Dr. Selvamurthy was saying, how best we can do it with together this thing. So we are meeting here today. So I'll stop over here. Over to sir. Thank you.
Thank you. It's okay.
Bandu.
Thank you, Dr. Ketaki. First of all, let me welcome you formally to Amity University once again on behalf of Founder President Dr. Ashok Chauhan and all members of Amity fraternity who are here, who are not here. And it's a great pleasure to have you with us because your presentation in that innovation meet was really exciting. And the service you are rendering to the society, to the rural people, and the health, biodiversity, and also the Ayurveda, so many areas you look after. One Health is also your portfolio. So when I met her in PSA office after meeting with PSA, so I decided to meet other senior officers there. So one of them, I immediately went to her office. And I also met Dr. Mohanty and the one who is dealing with the nuclear fusion from Bapat Atomic Energy. So I spent time to meet other people after meeting PSA. So that time, she told that there are a lot of opportunity for us to make an impact, particularly on the rural population, with our technology initiatives and with our technological leads, which we have. Some of them can go to the rural areas. So this was one of the objective of bringing her and looking at how do we make it happen. Because ultimately, a scientist will feel happy when their technology reaches to the people and people are using it. So here is an opportunity for us to make it happen. And we should also find some donors. So she will assist how to do that. So the whole purpose is to identify the technologies, prioritize them, and then take it to the people through PSA's office, help, coordination, facilitation, catalyzing, and also finding partners, donors. So all that, whichever way we need the help, so they may be able to assist us because of their position there. At this time, the government has allocated, particularly for DST, 30% increase budget. So I want to tell you, 30% increase is there for DST. DBT and others have slightly reduced, but then DST got the major boost. So that shows the importance they are giving. And Honorable Prime Minister always says that you should connect with society. Science should connect with society. This is important. It could be through industry, it could be through PSA office. So our founder president also always says Amity has to play a major role in nation building. Nation building is people. So that is what he means. So we have to connect with people. And that is why the Amity Humanity Foundation, where our students can reach out to the people. And so there are a lot of opportunities by which we can change the world. We can create a new India. And 70% of population is living in rural areas. So that is why when I said rural technologies for rural population, then I got excited, and we have number of them. Just to give a few examples, if I take Ajit Verma's Rootonics, all the small farmers, marginal farmers, they want to increase productivity. They want to increase their income. So how do we do that? Here is a solution. But I need your help. There are already some 5 industries have taken. But then through your mechanics, can we take this Piriforma spora indica, which gives protection against the abiotic stress? So our 90% of our farmers are marginal and small farmers. So we need to help them in the rural areas. And how do we increase their profitability, productivity per hectare? So here is a solution for that. So this could be one we could flag, which is very important to take care of salinity of the soil, alkalinity of the soil, high temperature, low water availability. All this will help. This is one. Second technology is Dr. V.K. Jain has got 3 technologies, which is rural. The first is water. See, when I go to villages, we may not get all these water bottles, but they have to drink either the hand pump water or from a water from a lake or a pond or a well. So they have to drink that. And how do we take care of the waterborne disease? Because you may not be taking, there may not be a problem of arsenic, lead, or heavy metals in some areas, leaving away some areas. The main problem is waterborne diseases. So here is a solution which he has brought. It is just simple solution. You take pebbles, etch them to give greater porosity, impregnate the silver nanoparticles into those pores, put them in a container. So, like you make tea using tea bag sachet, for 2 minutes you keep dipping, tea is ready. So, here is 2 minute retention is required for this nano silver to neutralize the microbial contamination of the water. So this he can use it for each appliance can be used for 1,000 times. So it's a very cost-effective solution which we can give it to the villagers when they bring the water from there. So before they drink, they keep this dipped for or just keep dipping it for 2 minutes to kill the microbes. Then they drink it. He has also developed a solution where there is no electricity. Can we have a gravity-mounted water so that it gives a 2 minute retention? That is, you have corrugated tubes in which you have put the pebbles with silver nano. So you put the bucket or pot which water you want to drink. So that water keeps dripping like a water purifier. Mm-hmm. So you just mount it on a wall. Even a few families can use it. It need not be for one family. So here is a second solution for the potable water free of microbial contamination. So these two are for water. Then he has also, in areas where there are industry in rural areas, chromium, arsenic may be coming into water. So how do you detect it? He has developed a chromium detector system. So these are something for the water.
Complete meter is there, small like mobile. You put it will give you that particular impurity is there or not. It is complete ingenious, not costing more than 10,000-20,000 rupees. Complete programming for particular method.
Then another one he has developed for doubling the income of farmers. Doubling the income. A farmer who has got 5.5 acre, 1 acre, he can put at the periphery and even in the middle, leaving away some space. Interspacing, we can give the guidelines. Then you put one income from the soil, from the crop. It could be a cash crop, vegetables, potato, or tomato, or brinjal. And another income from the pole he has erected and put the photovoltaic. And so 0.25 acres, we were able to put 40 of these. Each one gives 300 watts. 12 kilowatt is the output. 2 kilowatt the farmer can use. 10 kilowatt he puts it in the grid. So he gets a regular monthly income from that 10 kilowatt from a 0.25 acres, which we have put a demonstration plant here. So doubling income. So this we want to propagate. Should reach out. Sunita, Ajao. Sangeeta. So this is another technology where this agrivoltaic, we have called this agrivoltaic. Prime Minister, he asked science secretaries to make a presentation and they chose 50 technologies for presentation to PM, like DST, DBT, ICAR. Then PM picked up two. One of the technology is our VK Jain's Amiti's technology of this agrivoltaic. He said this has to be propagated. So on a war footing, the project was sanctioned. Without even any peer reviews, it was sanctioned. And now we want to propagate. So here is a technology of agrivoltaic, which can go to the farmers. Just it could be.
But I don't
my card also, आप मुझे मेल से सर्व कर दीजिएगा। What I can do is quickly, अगर ये ऐसे है,
you can keep another chair there.
We can pass it on to our road people. For Nagpur हो जाएगा। Actually इससे हम ये suicidal thing भी कम कर सकते हैं।
Yes.
You know, especially if you look at it, Nagpur में income का तो चलो अलग बात है। पर चलो पानी नहीं आया कुछ आया तभी भी आपका ये फोटो आपका जो
Actually, agrivoltaics is coming very popular throughout the world. And this is the best model here. In a small piece of land, one can earn 10,000 rupees per month extra from the crops. This is a, then we have solar pump. We have a hut that a complete drinking water RO system is running with this solar plant. So all this is complete model is here for demonstration.
बहुत अच्छा है. What we can do is immediately what it comes to my mind is सर आप अपना टेक्नोलॉजी हमें दे दीजिए. Means आपका details. I can pass it on to our RUTAC people also. You can have a technical discussion with them कि भाई क्या है क्या नहीं है. And accordingly ये हो सकता है वेब मीटिंग की जा सकती है उनके साथ में all those professors of IIT. ये immediately है and then जो निकल के आएगा accordingly ये कर सकते हैं.
And maybe even CSR funding for such kind of technology implementation in villages may be available. So through your office, PSA office, if we can get tap the CSR funding, even little of it, because they don't need much money in these for implementation.
Yeah,
Then
आपका technologies कोई loan से can they apply loan for procuring this? Yeah, this photovoltaic cell, how much it will cost per unit also? Yes.
How much?
Will it cost?
what will be the cost of one unit?
This is over 12 kilowatt here. And the cost is about 5 to 6 lakhs rupees.
Investment for 12 kilowatt. Because 40 of these photovoltaic is to be put. 40.
Actually, we have also proposed a model to the government how it can be implemented because there are some problems. Because if you ask any farmer to put money from his pocket and put agriculture, nobody will do it. If you give the loan from there, any bank, anything, then it is a difficult process. We propose that if a vendor is there and in a cooperative way, Gram Panchayat level, 50 farmers they are joined, then a vendor can put a 1 megawatt plant or something like that. So 50% of the income will be taken by him, 50% will be given to the farmers, and whole money and their running cost and their security problem will be taken by the vendor. In this way, Kusum Yojana is not successful, but this will be successful if we will put in this way.
See, this is where we need PSA's intervention. Because here is the technology. But on ground, where is the money for implementation?
So pilot should be there.
Actually, if you make a model, suppose 1 megawatt model or cooperative way one model, then many people will like to put up. There is a lack of confidence because they don't have a confidence. I am putting money whether it will be successful or not. So that is the problem.
Do we think the MNRE, does MNRE also has some schemes or something like that? Can we tap some
MNRE would be giving some subsidy on the solar panels. They do have this.
That's why what we should
I
do.
suggest, I think we from RUTEC, we can demonstrate it at least a few places from RUTEC funds or whatever, and then tell the farmers, and the farmers will see for themselves because this technology is demonstrated here. We have to take it to the field, to the farmers. And what he says is 5 to 6 lakh is quite a sum for even a small marginal farmer, even to spend. Taking loan again will be another burden on the farmer. So that would be slightly more expected from the farmer. So if through RUTEC can we demonstrate it at a few places? Let's say Nagpur you're talking about. So RUTEC, I think I know about RUTEC. They can put in some money. Yes.
So that is why I'm saying such a good technologies needs to be.
Just give the mic.
Then if it is a 1 megawatt, cost is 5 crores of rupees. So 1 megawatt is sufficient, then government can also collect the electricity to the grid and something. Everything can be done. But a small thing cannot be done.
Just Dr. Nutal Kaushik.
Good afternoon. I'm
She is
sorry
Director
for being
General
late.
for
I'm
Amity
Nutan Kaushik.
Foundation.
I'm Director General of Amity Food and Agriculture Foundation. Ma'am, my suggestion was that nowadays our Honorable Prime Minister has put a lot of emphasis on FPOs, Farmers Producers Organization, where it's a kind of they are running in two models. One is company model, another is the cooperative model. So if we can give the loans to these FPOs through FPOs, if this grant can come through, it will be much easier for the farmers to adopt rather than the individual farmers. So if that can be like, there are many schemes which has been come only specifically for FPOs. If any scheme can come for the subsidy or some kind of loan, even loan or subsidy through FPOs, it will make a lot of impact, sir. Thank you.
Verma Saab, you tell about your technology, Pirifama, and also Acetobacter. This also, I want this to go to large number of farmers.
Very important.
Yeah, we have screened a fungus, symbiotic fungus, which grows in the root of the plant, and wide variety of plants and vegetables, fruits. And this enhances the productivity from 10% to 100%. In addition, it does the value addition to the plant. Value addition to the plant. And this is very simple to grow. One can grow in the fermenter, mass multiplied, and can be given by a formulation to the farmers. So we have standardized the technique. We use very simple carrier, talcum powder, which you buy for almost 1.5 rupees a kg from Udaipur. It's very cheap. And then we can mix this in Udaipur, talcum powder, and then can supply to the farmer. 1 kilo is good enough for 1 acre of the land. Of course, this can change with the size of the seeds. For example, for the cumin seeds, it could be 1/2 kg. For potato, could be 2 kg, and it's very cheap for production. And this technology we've already transferred to 5 industries in India and abroad, and they're working very successfully. So what I'll be interested, if you can help us to reach the farmers with this technology, we can train them to make it and apply to the field, like wheat, rice, sugarcane, legume, like that. Any crop. This is a wide range, very unique fungus in the world, which is culturable, but symbiotic and only lives in the root of the plant, never goes up. But by leaving the root, it controls the aerial part of the plant, like flowering.
So here is
Fruiting.
the technology fully matured.
It's fully mature,
Yeah.
and we are ready to go any day, any
It has
time.
gone to 4 or 5 industries, including one in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Sainon
So,
Corporation.
If you can help us, we can go to farmer. Second thing, this fungus was obtained from the deserts of Rajasthan, Jaisalmer, at 50 degrees centigrade with high temperature. But it can also grow in the Leh Ladakh, in the cold conditions. Very unique in the world, can grow from -30 to +50.
So that is where even Ladakh, a union territory, we can give this technology to them.
You have your DRDO lab, no, at Ladakh.
Actually, this project was done through them.
Something very
With
good.
that
because,
We went
It was
to
done a project given by DRDO. He worked
To
on
Leh
it at
Ladakh.
Leh.
I went over there 3 times, and it was very successfully proven there. Now, what I want, we are ready with the product, mature with the product. Only we need the farmers to be told clearly, which university cannot go to the farmers, so individual farmers, and they can take the technique from us. We can train them also to make technique. At the moment, we are running a project with the DSIR, where we are training the farmers, especially women farmers, to make the product, grow in the field, and they're making very good success of it.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
I'm with you anytime. We are ready. We don't have to wait.
what is the technology transfer procedure if somebody?
Yeah. Dr.
Yeah.
Salamat will explain
See,
to you.
technology transfer, this is a mature technology. We have transferred to 5 industries. So if you want some more industry or PSA office would like to take it for a societal the cause, then we can take the founder's approval.
How much the remuneration? Supposing student community or somebody wants to.
Yeah, even startups. We can negotiate with them. We have a
What is the a general range of technology transfer fees? Or
See, it depends on the product. It depends.
suppose such
This,
technology,
At the moment, they are giving from 5 lakhs to 10
10
lakhs.
lakhs,
Right.
5 to 10 lakhs.
But we also given for 50 lakhs.
Yeah, that is for the Taiwan.
Depends on
The
international.
that was international was 50.
lakhs, yes, Taiwan.
Within India, it is 5 to 6 lakhs, 7 lakhs.
Yeah. So we can negotiate with the with
So our
founders.
idea is to promote the
From
product to
Exactly.
the grassroots level, not part making profit out of it.
absolutely.
Sir, cost per kg कितना आ जाता है?
हम लोग cost per kg आ जाता है, including manpower. It comes roughly about 200 rupees per kg.
Selling price कितना रहेगा?
Selling price हम रखा है 500 रुपए, but sometimes we give it for 400 rupees.
तो margin तो कम रखा है।
30% margin पे market
That's
चलता है, 30 into 3.
To go to the grass level,
Okay.
promote it.
Okay,
I think this is one you
सर
I
वो तो
would-
लैब स्केल की कैलकुलेशन है ना, इंडस्ट्रियल स्केल पे जाएगा तो कम हो जाएगा.
Nutan, now
Yes.
I would like
Yes.
you to speak about all
Yeah.
that rural
Okay.
technologies of agriculture
Okay,
other than this.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. In Amity University, as you know, we have been working on the rural extension related activities right from the inception. So whatever we develop, we give it to the farmers, but not only whatever we develop, but if something is developed by someone else also, that also we give it to the farmer. So that's our philosophy on which we are working. So we have an international school of this post harvest management. So we're very much into post harvest. We have done a lot of products, around 10-15 projects we have done in post harvest technology in collaboration with UC Davis and with BMBF, with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation support, and with support from the Department of Biotechnology and from World Bank. So there we have developed like low cost cold storage structures. One is the ZECC, Zero Energy Cool Chamber. Initially it was established at IRI by Dr. Roy, but when Dr. Roy came to MIT University, he upgraded the technology and made it up to the walking 10-ton kind of thing. So it was a small technology and then it has been upgraded to a larger scale. So where a farmer can keep their produce for about more up to 25 to 30 days before going to the mandi. Suppose there's a glitch in the price, in market glitch is there, then they can store it in their farmhouse. So we can give the training to the farmers. Farmers can construct this ZDCC on their own. This is one technology which has high remuneration for the farmers. It has been demonstrated at various villages. Another model which we are seeing for this ZDCC is a mandi model, where they are mandi or the market level, where the small vegetable vendors are there. Like this has been tested in Afghanistan, actually, this model. So we gave this technology to the Afghanistan through one of our PhD scholar who is from the Afghanistan. He established ZDCC in Afghanistan, and what he found, it was caught by the market people. So for keeping their produce, if they're not able to sell it, they will just keep it in the ZDCC, and the next day they will come and then they just take it out. So rather than paying for the cold storage structure, so they just go for the ZDCC. So there are various models, and we have
I think sorry for it. Can you explain this technology itself to her so that they will know what is zero energy cooling chamber?
Okay. Yeah. I think you must be doing. So it's a double brick structures filled with sand. So and then we dip the water through in the sand, so that because of the evaporative cooling, the temperature differential temperatures is maintained
So
inside.
investment is very less.
Yes.
To create a cold chamber with zero.
So,
energy.
ma'am, if you DST can take the initiative, we can also take on board the horticulture board. No, not yet. No, even Nawad is interested in giving this technology, taking this technology. Only, and we are the only one who has the working model at MIT campus. No one. They have, but they have now modified it to different structure kind of thing. So that's
got some two stage now.
Yes.
That farm cool stage.
Yes.
And one is that this is a two-stage model I have seen.
Yes, that Dr. Sangeeta is working on that. No, at the horticulture division, she is working on with Michigan State University. They have developed this model, and they are now going for the solar one also. And second thing is with the farmers, which has the access to the electricity. So it's a low storage cold structure, which is called cool bot. technology. So with the simple air conditioner, the room can maintain the differential temperature. It has got a sensor which senses the outside temperature, and because of it has a it cut down the supplies to the AC or depending upon the temperature. So it's a low cost cold storage structure which we have built up. So this is another technology which can go to the farmers, which is ready and it has been tested already at farmers field. Only thing is we need some kind of government push for promoting these technologies, because we cannot do that kind of promotion at larger scale. So and both the technologies we was also found good market in Africa also, because African countries are also suffering as a good buyer for these two technology for the storage structures. So these two countries. And then we are now currently we have got another project from the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, that is a solar based cold storage structure. So that we are going to test now with these are the units where with pack houses. So because pack houses need these kind of structures, so we have like tied up with two pack houses in Rajasthan. So B has asked for the business plan, which we have prepared and give it to them. And by I think soon by the end of February we'll get this project. This is a 1 year project for 1 crore of rupees, and then we will test it and give it to the B. So then the state governments will come forward to take these technologies. So that's another one which we are working on. And apart from that, we have like work with farmers in giving them the practices, smart practices, like climate smart practices. Nowadays because of this climate, there's a lot of problems are faced by the farmers. So we right from the like the soil preparation up to the harvest and post harvest, we give all kind of solutions. So we did a recently one project supported by Asia Pacific Network Japan. It was a climate smart strategies for the farmers, and we did this in three countries: India, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan. And we have identified that now in this first phase, we have identified that which are the practices which are suitable for these countries for different hotspots. Like there are hotspots for the flood, there are hotspots for the drought, there's for flood hotspots for the different types of terrains. So based on the terrains and based on the like climatic conditions, those practices we have identified based on the existing one. So those we want to take it forward, want to demonstration phase. So that could be one another thing which we can do. And I think we can also work along with the some kind of, I do not know how the DST works with BMBF, but BMBF would be very much interested in giving upscaling, but they say they can only come through the government. They don't want to give it fund directly to the private organizations. So they always want to work along with the government system. So if government and some donors can come together, and these things can be given to the farmers. Then another things which, as sir said, biopesticide and biofertilizer. So we have developed many. I think Dr. Amit is not here. I think Amit is here. Okay. So we have about, and Pooja is here. I'm here. So there are many. We have, I think, 4 or 5 technologies related to biopesticide and biofertilizer, microbial ones, and also
this
the
is one of the focus,
focus.
biopesticides.
We have we can call it a center of excellence. We're very much into this plant protection and management of the pest and diseases, and we also work on botanical biopesticides. So there's one technology which was developed by me from the eucalyptus leaf extract. So what you do when you extract the oil from the leaf, the residue is remained, and from that residue, I have developed this technology for developing the biopesticide. So that can also be given to the farming committee for management of the insect. That is for the insect, and other technologies are for the for pathogens, bacterial and fungal pathogens. So it gives you complete, and also pheromone traps also we have worked on. So we can give the complete package to the farmers for the managing. So it's a kind of chemical free agriculture. For all these technologies are for the chemical free agriculture. And then we are also give the training to the farmers on value addition, value-added products. Not only value-added product, but also developing the functional foods. So we work on different combinations, new foods. Now, this year is being the millet year. Now we have many of our students are working on different kind of combinatorial foods for this developing the functional foods. So that millet-based products are also have been developed and are being giving the new look. And apart from that, so recently we have been, the MIT University has been identified as the CBBO for formation of farmers producers organizations. So we have to this has been come recently only. So we have to form 7 FPOs, farmers producers organization. So through those FPOs we can get the government funding and then give this to the farming community. A lot of technologies can be given. So that can be another channel which can be created for dissemination of these technologies. So and so in mustard also, ma'am, like for mustard cake, which is rich in glucosinolate. So it is toxic to the cattle, though farmers are feeding it to the cattle, but it causes goiter in the cattle because of the glucosinolate, presence of the glucosinolate. So what we have done, we have we have extracted the glucosinolate out of the mustard, and then cake becomes very rich in protein because it contains a lot of around the seed contains 35%, but in cake it comes to around 65% of the protein. So we have removed the toxin, the glucosinolate, and then get the purified protein, and that protein is very much suitable for the what you call for poultry. So poultry is only source for the poultry is the soya currently, soya or the maize. These are the only 2 protein sources for the poultry field, but this can become a good alternative to them. And the belt where we are going to form the FPOs is a mustard belt. So we can, and from this glucosinate, the biopesticide has been formulated for controlling of the insect, and from the remaining cake we have purified the protein. So likewise, ma'am, we have a lot of technologies. So maybe we need we can give you the presentation, detailed presentation one day whenever you have
No,
the time.
I think
We
it
can
will,
see it, yeah.
if you can collect all these brochures and technologies
So
and send it to them,
yeah.
let them prioritize which one they want to propagate. And, yeah.
Yes. So this depending upon different reasons, different priorities can be taken up. And then we also work on the diversification of crop diversification, like giving them the farmers of aromatic medicinal plants. Some like for thymus, it's very good for the Leh Ladakh region. And
Chai.
and this Thymus vulgaris is a crop which has very good biopesticidal potential. This was the project which I did with the DS support from the DST under the Indo-Spanish. So we explored this Thymus vulgaris plant for biopesticidal properties. It gives very good, and it can be a very good crop for the Leh Ladakh region. So ma'am, I think we can I will be in, we can I'll send you all the details with you, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
When you look at this promoting the disease,
Yes, ma'am.
you also might have looked the other options, available options.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I think he's busy with that knack.
Yes.
So things like that given
There are
his
So many they have come.
project assessment. How to serve the service office
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, we will do it.
How we can take it further
No,
or any
because
modular
that's a
thing.
very promising technology and
Yeah, I
very
have seen
promising.
that, but there were some lacunas when I saw, and now with Dr. Roy and with your team's effort, if it has improved means it will be very
Yes.
easy
Yes,
to
ma'am.
adopt. Only its limitation is the difference in the humidification.
Yes,
That is the
ma'am. Yes,
difference.
that's
So it may or may not be applicable to all types of crops, but certainly yes, for leafy vegetables,
Ma'am.
whenever those kind of things are important.
Yes.
You would have got the details.
Yes,
Already
ma'am.
Dr. Roy has studied
Even
different
like one of our PhD students who just finished the PhD, she worked on palak actually. Palak has a very low shelf life.
Yeah.
So she did the ZDCC plus combination of the packaging. And she could keep this palak up to 15 days successfully in ZDCC with packaging, proper packaging.
No, we will really look into it because now this is the season is coming
Yes,
where
ma'am.
such kind of a things are in,
Yes.
very much needed. Like
Yes,
you
ma'am.
know, summer is coming. So
Thank you.
thank you, Dr. Kaushal.
हाँ एमी कूल बता दिए the cool bot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, Harsha.
Yeah.
Anything related to rural technology?
Ma'am, we are developing with Munich, but from Indian agriculture waste only, agriculture mulch film, along with Technical University Munich, and we have developed samples in lab. So they are from agri waste and from leguminous seed powder. So it can be done like lot of labor can be used. Like we can really train the rural people for that. So that we can do. Secondly, I had done like along with agriculture farmers a training for value addition of medicinal plants, like especially near Khera Dabar, along with Dr. NP Singh sir and Tanuja Nesari ma'am, because they have their Ayurvedic pharmaceuticals there only. Yeah, they develop their own medicines. So we train them to give them that medicinal part of the plant, like how to prepare extracts, how to prepare gels, how to prepare, like how to do value addition and also grow the medicinal plants. But I trained them for value addition of medicinal plants. And ma'am, because I've seen on priority natural dyes also, so we have done a lot of work on natural dyes. We have granted patent on colors. I worked at National Botanical Research Institute. We were the first to develop colors there, along with Dr. Pushpangadan and Dr. Kapoor sir. Yeah. I used to still get my royalty, ma'am, for that. So I was the only student working there. So we have developed the colors now for textile dyeing also, ma'am. So even like as you know, to Europe, they take only organic clothes, and they prefer only organic dyes. Even 0.01% of pesticide, they will return that order. So we have developed pure natural dyes, and especially I think DST funds, and if you can get fund for that also, like the flowers which are given in temples, they get wasted. So by collecting that, you can develop colors. Yeah, and also from the agri waste, ma'am, from the fruit waste. Yeah, so we have developed different kind of colors, and once you know the primary and secondary, you can prepare different shades. So one is that aspect, and
One industry took, no?
yes, Subbalakshmi industry took, sir. And I was talking about that consultancy project, that is Siddhant Dyes. They were featured in they are Jaipur based, and they contacted us through LinkedIn, ma'am. Just Saturday they have said okay, they'll be sending us formal letter this week. So they are giving us a consultancy project to develop, to standardize the dyes, because they take dyes from China, and Chinese is always like that. So they want to standardize all the dyes, and in that process they will take our dyes also and will be standardizing their dyes also.
Dr. Kotari,
Yes.
we have also linked. Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. At MIT University, Rajasthan, Jaipur.
Just hold on, Kotari sir, just wait
Yes.
2 minutes.
See, about your dyeing, very
Yeah.
interesting. Now, we also had, long back, we worked with dyes and all. Generally, this natural dyes means very less amount of dye percentage is there, you know.
Yeah.
So, and besides that, whether it is water soluble or you need any mordant to fix it on the cloth or something like that. So, that also I hope you would have studied.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
and
ma'am.
how it would be, it is, we can discuss.
We can
little
discuss
later.
that,
It's
ma'am.
very
Yes, ma'am.
interesting. to
Yes,
know.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because that herbal color is not only for dyeing, even for cosmetics, food. When you put haldi and things like that, for coloring the
So
your
all the herbal cosmetics
biryani
range also
or
we have developed in our lab.
yeah,
We have herbal
to give
lipstick,
color.
ma'am. We have herbal nail
herbal
For
polish.
that, any FSSAI or any other licenses are required when you are using this natural dye?
Natural
Yes,
dyes, ma'am.
gulal,
If you
gulal.
can, yes, ma'am, we require that. But if it is like, because we are rich in traditional wealth, ma'am, if it is through literature, the grass label. So most of the plants which we have taken, they are generally recognized as
It is
safe.
all fine.
Yeah.
Plants are safe.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
moment you are taking it and
Yeah.
putting something else,
Yeah.
you know, you need those certification.
Toxicity approval, ma'am, from FFSA.
I mean, whatever is needed. I mean,
Yes.
we can, if you are promoting it, we can also
Only for
because
food we require, ma'am. For cosmetic.
yeah, only for
yeah.
food. Even for cosmetic also.
Cosmetic, ma'am, we can go for double blind skin test or.
But still, it would be
anti-allergy
always
test,
better.
yeah.
No?
Permeability test, yes, ma'am.
Because when you are looking at the international market,
Yes, ma'am.
when you are talking about
Yes.
the cosmetics, if you are putting it nano kind of addition also,
Yeah.
using your dye.
Yeah, ma'am.
So all those things will help.
Yes,
Maybe
ma'am.
to increase the quality
Yes.
or the
If
tagging
we
or
can
any
get funding for that, ma'am, that will be
The
great.
funding is a different thing. We are not the
Yeah.
funders, let me
Yes,
tell you.
ma'am.
But we can take because we are not the DST,
Yes, ma'am.
number one. He
Yes,
knows.
ma'am.
If I would have been a
Yes,
funding
yes.
and if I would have been in charge of some
But you
VA,
can link the, yes, sir.
no, we
Sorry.
can do the best possible. We are not the funders, but at least
Yes, ma'am.
knowledge sharing,
Yes, ma'am.
connectivity or
Yes,
those kind of a things. Or any your technologies can be upgraded through.
Yes,
I mean, there are ways if it is required. Facilitator, we can hand holding.
Yes, sir.
No, actually DST, I think PSA was earlier with DST way back. I think I'm
Yes.
talking about 20 years back. And then they shifted to, now they are part of the
No,
cabinet
sir, let
secretariat.
me also correct.
Sir.
Sir, our fund, specific fund used to be parked at DST.
Yes.
So that way it was the DST, the caretaker
I
of
was
our
handling that,
fund.
ma'am. I was handling the budget that time. There was a special budget line for
Yes,
PSA office.
but our
So, no.
programs were separate from
Exactly.
DST. That is what I mean to say.
But also in DST, there is a technology
Yes, sir.
fund
Yes.
available.
Yes.
With the the council division,
Yes,
the
yes.
Council of Science and Technology.
Yes,
They
yes,
also
yes.
have a technology demonstration fund
Yes,
available
they
to
are.
them.
It is there.
So that can also be, but it is not meant for commercialization or that kind of thing. So you can always try that
Look
route.
into it, we can do the best possible. Basically.
Yeah, yes, of course.
The idea is to how to take it, or if
Right.
anything to be added on, or take it forward.
Okay, now we have Dr. S.L. Kotari.
Yes.
He is in Amity University, Rajasthan, Jaipur. We just had their convocation just a few days ago.
Yeah.
And he is also vice president of our foundation, Amity Science, Technology and Innovation Foundation. And a great scientist promoting research in Amity University, Rajasthan. Over to you. What are the technologies you want to tell her about the rural applications?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. At Amity Jaipur, we have some technologies which can be of some use to the rural masses and for the farmers. One of them is we can identify elite germplasm of medicinal plants, and we can help the farmers to grow medicinal plant with higher productivity, such as ashwagandha, moringa, and many other species of the medicinal plants which are endemic to Rajasthan. With little help from the government and with our interventions, farmers can be greatly benefited in that respect. And second technology our food technology faculty has developed is cow colostrum based nutraceuticals. Cow colostrum based nutraceuticals which have gone to the level of testing, and now the technology is ready for commercialization. And our faculty would like to discuss with Dr. W. Selamurthy also, and any industry, if it is interested, then we can transfer that technology. And Amity University Rajasthan Jaipur was also a partner in a nationwide study on high fat, salt and sugar in the dietary component of the rural children. And this study was conducted at the whole national level by All India Institute of Medical Sciences and 10 other organizations. Amity Jaipur was a only private university to have taken part in that study. And outcome of that study will be quite useful for the health of the children in rural areas. And we also have developed technology for production of bio-based biosurfactants from microbes and also from plants. A few plants we have identified, and their seeds are good source of biosurfactant. And biosurfactants are used nowadays in biology-based materials for surfactants. Then we have a mega project from DST, Government of India, under the scheme PERS program. And in that mega project, we are trying to get biomedical sciences and their applications in terms of point of care diagnostics for communicable and non-communicable diseases. So point of care diagnostics, if we develop, they are under process, then they can help any rural population or urban population in identifying the disease. And we are also working on structure-based drug design for multi-drug resistant bacteria. And also nano-based drug development and drug delivery. So nanotechnology these days has got great application in agriculture. And this study, nano in agriculture, has to be promoted at the government level, and some field results have to be obtained. Nanomaterials, when they are used at the laboratory scale or test tube scale, then they have positive effects. But whether those positive yield effects or resistance effect are retained by the plant when they are grown in the field condition. One such mega study we conducted and found that some of the features are retained after the treatment of the seeds with nanomaterials. So these kind of things are directly or indirectly useful for rural technology. And I think these technologies will mature in due course of time, and madam, you should keep an eye on that.
Thank you.
When they are ready,
Thank you, Dr.
that
Kothari.
will be available for rural technology.
Dr. Kotari, yes, please.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, Dr. Kotari, thank you so much. I would like to know one thing from you. All are interesting, but about the germplasm of medicinal plant, which
Yes, ma'am.
gives the higher variety. Now, as I'm understanding, the any medicinal plant, actually the medicinal property comes as a secondary metabolites.
Yeah, exactly right.
Either through stressors or some other natural or climatic conditions, they act as a promoters of metabolites. Now this kind of a thing, which kind of a medicinal plant around Jaipur you have tasted or you have done, and whether you have also done the LPSMS or any spectrometry analysis for the content of the metabolites, because many of the times, as you also know, that
Yeah.
through culture or this kind of a thing you do,
Yeah.
plant will grow, but the content of metabolite could be little lesser compared to the
Yeah, exactly.
so would like to know more about
I think you have a lot of experience of secondary metabolites. We had one professor, V.A. Bapat. I don't know whether you are related to him. He did a lot of work on secondary metabolites of medicinal plants.
So, Dr. Kotari, thank you. What you do is, out of the basket which you have shown,
Yes, sir.
pick up the one which is matured technology, which has a direct rural implication. Then we will take it to her. And the other one,
Ashwagandha, sir, ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha. Yeah. So you send the details to us, and we will communicate to her.
Right, sir. Right.
And
Thank you, sir.
Apart from our few technologies, we already told about water and agrivoltaics. The very important technology is that we are generating the electricity from the wastewater. So, madam, we have taken this water from the Kalindi Kunj Nala. This water we have taken wastewater from the Kalindi Kunj Nala. We just put 2 electrodes. We are getting a very good amount of electricity without giving any power, any material, nothing. And in our lab, if you will come one room, electricity is coming only from that wastewater. And when water is also automatically cleaning. So cheapest way, this way we are generating electricity from the wastewater, cleaning the water itself. And third point, recently we found we are generating hydrogen also. So this is a unique technology. We have transferred this technology to a farm, to Pune. And Dr. was involved in that. So apart from that, other many technologies of renewable energy we are working. Then sensor technology we are working. So that can be applied to anywhere. But this wastewater is a very important technology.
the wastewater, sir, will have the electricity or particular
No particular. As dirty as it is, we get more electricity.
No, let me just expand this. See, in rural areas, there are many villages which do not have electricity yet. Children study in lanterns, candles. So he has developed a simple system. The USP is the electrode. water can be any water.
Acha,
It is the electrode is the innovation. This using that electrode, he is able to generate the electricity and also the nano coating. Then he has put in series, and then he is able to get, let's say, 20 watts. That is able to light a CFL. That is sufficient for a person to study, for children to study. So wherever there are villages, I would say this will be another very valuable. All that you need to put to replace the water, clean the electrode a little periodically. Then the next thing is street vendors. A few hundreds.
Which we are having, it is costing about 2 to 300 rupees per year.
That's all.
Per year.
No, but I want you to see the whole room is lit only with this power, nothing else.
Definitely would like to see.
We'll show
Very
you.
important. Wastewater.
See, this is what is the rural technology, where villages there are no electricity. He is able to give light to the children or to the farmers.
What they are doing in all countries, they are generating electricity from the solar. And from solar megawatt plant, then they are splitting water for hydrogen. Okay, this is normal. So we are generating electricity from this wastewater. Now you say the electricity you can use for splitting the water for hydrogen.
Suppose I take a clean water, not RO, simple tap water. So electricity, electrodes के लिए, how many electrolytes I have to put it?
No electrode.
No, I am talking about clean
Deven,
water. I am talking about
Can you
not
get
dirty water.
Dr. Atul Thakur on
So आपको कितना
Zoom?
concentration of electrolytes?
Connected, give the
suppose
link
by
and
input
ask him
any
to
salt.
join immediately.
Yeah, positive.
Basic water should be clean or could be could be clean water also. It is a water, but water after cleaning the water is suitable for agriculture purpose.
No, what he says is any water you can use with contamination, without contamination.
So her question is that electrolytes, because ma'am is actually anticipating that whatever electricity is being generated is through the electrolytes. But once we use clean water, there won't be any electrolytes. Would that function for that also or
We have
not?
to add some salt or
Yes,
something
this
like
is what
that.
she's asking.
How much concentration?
In
So
clean water, will it work
Yeah.
in clean water?
मैं घर में भी लगा सकती हूँ ना सर मैं क्यों डाल जाऊँ
हाँ नहीं चलेगा वो नहीं चलेगा because you need electrolytes.
what I should add to make that concentration can I add 0.9% saline and whether it will have
No, madam, I tell you, if it is a clean water, it will not generate anything. It will give only voltage. It will not give current. Current is only because lot of impurity, ionic impurity is present in the water. So that is giving the current and the power. But if you will apply this electricity generated to the clean water, then it will split the water and you get the hydrogen. Electricity is coming itself from the waste. Same electricity you can use to split the water, or there itself it is also coming, but it is not pure hydrogen, something is mixed. So both way you can be.
Okay. I do not know. I need to understand more. I can't understand.
Now, Pooja?
भी different हो सकता है ना?
No, Ajit Verma ji, you wanted to say add something.
2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Madam, what I want to tell that the piriforma which we are growing, earlier we were growing on the very complex medium. But now we have cut down, now we grow only on jaggery. Just 4% jaggery. And 4% jaggery doesn't cost anything. So it can grow very nicely in the fermenter as well as in batch culture, 4% jaggery.
Very good.
Second information I'd like to pass on, which is very recent, that cut flowers, especially roses and orchids, they're very expensive flowers. Their lifespan is very short when you bring them home. We have, with our technology, with this PV technology, we have prolonged the lifespan of cut flowers, orchids, from 5 to 6 days to 35 days.
And what is the ambient temperature, sir?
Normal room temperature.
Room temperature.
We are keeping at room temperature, and 35 days for orchid is quite long period for nothing. Just add a few drops of the PV hormone. That's all.
Very good.
So these two are technology which we have developed.
Like for 15 parameters, 18 million. cost can be eliminated, but it is a simple hydroelectric technique. And simple mathematics. Usually electricity housewives, students, or you can also do students about chemistry principles.
So this is a portable field testing for water quality.
But this is a plant extract from wheat plants, as they prepare as a herbal pesticide. So this is just extract. These are other plants which are not. So those plants can be extracted and. Yeah, right. Yeah, some dosage is not fertilized, but more research is required. But when excellent comes to us.
ठीक है. Okay. So Pooja, thank you, Tanu.
We need to also see the ecological kind of a thing, or because when you are directly so recent problems that it is based on the mode of action of a chemical. But uska microbial but microbial इसमें कितना उसका effect होगा? Because suppose natural population also practice the pest.
Agreed, but it will go to finally it will go to this, na? It won't. So those.
Studying, I think,
So that we need to, we need to do. I mean,
You are very right, but I think she is.
it is okay. It is a first step that okay, you have seen some exciting thing that inhibiting the things. It is a good thing. But my suggestion, because such kind of a things I have also 2 days back also I have heard any pesticide or pathogen. No, generally everything compared to chemical herbals are preferred. But long term, this thing we need to study. I mean to say like that.
They are far better. You should not say that they are 100% safe.
But because that microbial equilibrium, no, we need to have a study. That's what I'm saying. Please see that aspect also. That is what my suggestion.
Okay.
There is one forward osmosis numbering system also being prepared by one of our faculty.
Which one?
Forward osmosis.
Okay, okay.
And in that, the textile waste can be used for irrigation in agriculture.
Okay.
So that is very good because in reverse osmosis, a lot of water is wasted. Here in the forward osmosis, you can use that water.
Okay, thank you, Tanu. See, let us bring technologies which are matured enough, which can go to the rural areas. See, instead of, which is in the offing, taking, in your thing, it's a water testing kit. Yes, this is ready. So this you can. Now, Pooja.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. So I have 2 technologies. One of them is a biopesticide that Dr. Nutan also spoke about. This project was once funded by DBT and again by Bayer AG from Germany under the Grant for Agriculture. So this is actually small molecules from natural sources, and we have made a consortium of these small molecules, and it specifically targets rice blast disease. So we have done a lot of transcriptomics and metabolomics testings, and we know the target of the pathogen. It works on the pathogen rather than the host. So there's a mechanism which initiates the infection, which is formation of Aprosporium. So we know that it doesn't happen when we use this concoction of these small molecules. So now we have already done the field testing. So it has to be done in 2 geographical areas. So we've done first field testing in Haryana region. It has worked very well. There was absolutely no infection. And now we are doing it in Tamil Nadu. So it has already gone to the company which is helping us, and they are doing it in Tamil Nadu. So most probably the next season when paddy would be done. So at that time it would be done in that geographical region also. It's very cost effective. And as Dr. Ajit Verma said, we also give it in powder form. So we use Multani Mitti actually to formulate it. and then it's very cost effective because this consortium that we are using, they work synergistically. So everything you need only in, I mean, the efficacy in the lab is only in microgram level. So cost wise, it for a certain area of field, it comes to almost around 100 less than 100 rupees actually, and we can make around 100 liters from 100 rupees. So that is what we have done. So if we do it in larger scale, the cost would come down drastically. So that is one product that I have. Another one actually is for post harvest. We actually started with a film, and we tested it against perishable fruits. Particularly, we were interested in papaya because papaya, and I am a mycologist, so I work on funguses. So because papaya, it rots very fast. So when we use this, so we make a film, which is where we use the base as as a natural polymer. So we use that base, and then we impregnate it with the antimicrobials, and then when we wrap it on the fruit, we increase the shelf life of papaya from the usual 7 days in summers to 21 days. It didn't rot. The tomato doesn't rot for almost 2 months. It was a very good technology. We sent it to 3 companies. The only problem that we faced was the logistics of making the film. They felt that it takes it's a very tedious process for people to make the film, though it is not, because you just need a simple glass sheet. You just have to spread the film on that, and 24 hours you can just roll it like a saran wrap, and then you roll it on. So now we are trying to improve it by making it in a diffuser form. So rather than making it into a film, if we can make it into a diffuser, like an air diffuser, then probably those molecules can be there in a closed space and can work. So that probably would require another 6 months to test it. So we are doing the testing, and we also, so the film, we actually gave it to the third party and got all the certification done. So if we can train the farmers to make it into a film and it is easy for them, then nothing like it, because it's a very, very simple, absolutely cost effective, and you don't need any instruments or anything to actually make those films.
Our material is the agricultural waste.
Yes, and it's very cost effective. You just need a sheet of glass, and you just have to spread it, and पंखा चला दीजिए तो अगले दिन वो आप उसको रोल कर सकते हैं.
How this, when you are talking about film with impregnated with antimicrobial agents or something?
Yes.
How proximity of each papaya should be wrapped like a paper में they are wrapping?
जी बिल्कुल नहीं.
और any chamber में डाल के उसमें.
Sir, ma'am, we tried in the chamber, लेकिन जब fruit एक दूसरे को touch करता है तो वहां पर rot हो जाता है. तो या तो हम जो बीच में आप रखेंगे उसको भी हमें रैप करना पड़ेगा, मतलब 4 ऐसे खाने बनाए, छोटे छोटे बॉक्सेस,
कंटैक्ट से ही उसका
एग्जैक्टली. तो जैसे न्यूज़पेपर में हम रैप करते, जैसे अब बनाना है तो आप डजन बनाना को रैप करेंगे तो वो रॉट नहीं होता है. दैट वी हैव टेस्टेड. 4 टोमेटो को आप एक साथ रख के रैप करिए, वो रॉट नहीं होता है.
बट अगर अभी आप जो ये डिफ्यूजर या अदर थिंग्स बोल रहे हैं, ये आई थिंक इट मे सर्व.
So that is why we are trying to see. Thank you.
No, so then specific packaging कुछ करना पड़ेगा, something like that. But if it is working,
that is what we are trying. तो अभी हम कार्डबोर्ड में उसको ट्राई कर रहे हैं with the diffuser, larger cardboards में. लेकिन अगर ये simple wrapping technique, if people can make it in their homes, because it doesn't require too much space. आप उसको ऐसे shelves में आप बड़े बड़े glass के उसमें शीट्स पे आप उसको स्प्रेड कर दीजिए, अगले दिन उसको रोल कर लीजिए.
अरे 7 to 21 days आप शेल्फ लाइफ आपने
जी, हमने सिर्फ पपाया नहीं, हमने पपाया, टोमेटो, गुआवा सब यूज किया है.
I am talking about papaya. So now when generally, as I am understanding, बहुत कच्चा निकालते हैं.
Yes.
And then they will wait or wrap.
Exactly,
or whatever, and then they will say.
Exactly.
Now, when you are saying about 7 days, that is.
We are not talking about raw. We are talking about ripe papaya, जो पीले रंग का होता है.
हाँ, तो ये ripening process also, whether it gets shunted.
We are not using any anti-ripening agent.
नहीं, but जो आपका packaging में.
जी.
जो ripening, जो आपका shelf life आप बढ़ाने की बात कर रहे हैं, तो whether your agent will also prolong the period for ripening.
It does.
That is what
it does. But अगर आप, if you use a ripe papaya, even the ripe papaya, so we use ripe papaya, ripe tomato, ripe guava. So papaya from 7 to 3 weeks, it doesn't rot at all.
Agreed. Thank you.
I think now before we come to you, green chemistry is also your interest, no? Green chemistry. Because I saw one of your, because Sunita Ratan and Sangeeta Tiwari, we brought only for this purpose. Because I saw in your profile, one is the rural technologies, the other is green chemistry. Yeah. Can you just give the mic to us? Or
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am. Actually, we are from chemistry, myself and my colleague, Dr. Sangeeta Tiwari. Actually, it's not only green chemistry, we are also working some of the areas she might be interested in. So I'll just like to list them one. One is we are also working on medicinal plants because I'm from Himachal. So we've got many good medicinal plants. Where one is I'm working for mouth ulcers. It's a very important one. And we have made nanoparticles of it so that the efficacy is increased. And we have loaded it into a chewing gum. So you just take chewing gum and like your mouth ulcers, like the pain and all, it'll be gone. So that has already been being tested by a company. We've already given the chewing gums to the company, so it is underway. That is one. And second is like in Himalayas again, there are pine needles. And there are lots and lots of problems because of the pine needles, forest fires, etc. So we are using those pine needles along with some other components like tetrapods, zinc tetrapods, etc. So we can give the beds to the villagers for the purification of water. So that is that's like we are trying to submit that project to Himachal government only, so that because there are problems. The villages which are close to Punjab, they are facing many problems of impure water. So that is where we would like to go for this technology. And then many of my faculty members are working on photocatalysis as green chemistry. So I think Dr. Sangeeta Tiwari would like to talk about that photocatalysis.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. Ma'am, actually, that is green chemistry. Number of faculties are working on photocatalysis, but I would like to tell some of the materials which I have worked on. One is not photocatalysis only, but we have developed some materials for water treatment. Like in case of water treatment, what happens that if you remove inorganic materials, you develop something for like ion exchange, etc. For inorganic materials, then it will not work on organic materials. And if something you develop for organic, it will not remove inorganic. So we have developed a material which can simultaneously remove all the categories like inorganic, organic, as well as bacterial impurities. So that is one thing. And that can be for rural areas also, though I haven't tried. That is only up to the project level. I have done that, but it is possible because in rural, what happens now for RO, you need energy. In rural areas, it is not there. So you can use our material, doesn't use that energy. So that is one thing. Then photocatalysis, I have prepared some materials using fly ash as a base.
Acha.
Yeah. And
this
then
is also very important. Flyers disposal is no problem.
yeah. And then we have modified it in various ways, like we have coated it with TiO2 and ZNO nanoflakes. And then we have already, we doped it with NZVI, that is nano zero valent iron. So what happens by doping with nano zero valent iron, it becomes a magnetic material. It can be easily removed also. And then we are using photocatalyst. So very small amount of photocatalyst is required because the main thing, your base is fly ash. It takes most of the volume, and only you just precipitate the nanomaterial over it. So we get by using a very small amount of the photocatalyst, we can purify. So that is
one more I would like to add. We are also working because green chemistry. So we are reducing the initiators. We are using radiation, microwave radiations. For most of our synthetic experiments, we are using microwave radiations as a green chemistry approach. Yeah. Yeah. Maximum reactions we are doing through microwave. Yes, thank you.
Jayanti looks after our special education.
I'm the only person. Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm the only person from non-science technology. And I'm so excited to see in your thing that you have developed something, teaching methods for gifted students. And we work for the students with disability and diversity. Even we work for the students with high functioning autism, high functioning learning disability, and our PhD scholar and master students, they develop the different teaching methodology. So I like when I saw that you have developed some science and maths teaching methods for gifted children, I was really wanted to know how we can adapt it and all.
I can share something. Yeah.
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 For school children.
Yeah. See, PSA office actually to identify the gifted children, and as you know that high caliber children,
high functioning
high
people,
functional
they
things, so
they
they
get
have
own notice.
yeah. So and they may lose the interest.
Yes.
And
Yes.
to keep up their interest, basically it is a knowledge nurturing.
Yes.
You know, with this kind of a thing. If they are knowledge hungry people, I would say like that.
Yes.
So you have to give more and more challenging situations, problems, and for that, I think I would like to mention here we did this project with Dr. Jyoti Sharma, mathematics educator in University of Delhi Cluster Innovation Center. I can give her numbers to you. And one is that we have done with this NIAS, where Dr. Anita Kuru, she also did some other methodology. So overall, after the journey of 10 years, we constantly really worked, and thanks to Dr. Ramamurthy from DST and all our eminent guidance, because at that point of time there was nothing available, indigenous tools and all, whatever we are
Now
looking
also,
at,
now also Indian tools are very
here
less.
I would say we are having the indigenous materials, and our project was dealing with from 3 to 15 years.
Okay.
So
School going.
so cognitively from 3
School
to 5,
going,
school going. So from
Developmental
primary,
period.
and I feel those years are very important.
Very important. Formative
Primary
years.
which formative years, which are neglected in our country, and not much things, and we will not talk that. But we have those things. From even play school also, they have the hands-on activity tools are there. So you would like to look at it. So those primary things. So basically here the nurturing the abilities. It doesn't mean that today we have identified the gifted, then that gift will be continuously. No, it could be like a spike or something, but at least we shouldn't lose this kind of a stars. And we need to nurture according to their things.
Empower in that moment. So
Empower. So we have those tools. Basically, we have the other challenging questions also. And we used to, they used to pose some of the questions to them, even reaching to the unreached through they used to post and all, and they used to ask. So here the methodology, the answer may not be correct. We are not interested in the answer, but the journey towards that answer could be different. Like somebody was telling that our Dr. Jyoti only narrated that in school they asked that what is the color of the apple. So only one person or one child wrote white. She said wrong. You should have written green, red, or something. He said, no, if you cut, you see the white color. Na? So I wrote white color. So their perspectives are different. And
at least one skill they have.
they have, I mean, they are expressing themselves, and like
creativity,
that,
we can say that.
Our methodologies have been tried from more than 20 lakhs normal students from 3 to 15 years, and different schools also, Jawahar. And what we have found is another thing. Two things here I would like to mention. We have the tools thing, and you can get it from Dr. Jyoti. You can really implement in your college, schools, or wherever.
We can empower our students and our
you
PhD
can.
scholars so that they can develop.
And you
on
can
this.
add on also to that.
Yes.
So here what we have observed is when we were having the thing we carried out our studies in MCD schools also, where you will feel the disadvantaged people are also there. And what we found is that they also were able to, we can able to identify that through our methodology. That means it is proven in across different states we have done, that is also done. So this is something very importantly we can adopt, I feel.
Very innovative
and
thing,
also one more thing I would like to say, we have also done at Navodaya Vidyalaya.
Navodaya Vidyalaya.
Now, as you all know, this Navodaya Vidyalaya school children, even though they are from rural areas, they have have been already tested. No, tested while entering.
Yeah.
They have some entrance test to that and all, and there are very beautifully they have constructed the test
Yeah.
so that they are seeing the ability for thought processes and other kind of a thing. So we conducted our methodology to identify those selected ones, and there also we found the difference. And we found the gifted children or the knowledge hungry people, I would say, percentage was more in that. And to tell you that our India में बहुत अच्छा percentage है.
बहुत अच्छा है मैम.
But
They go
actually we
unnoticed.
need to nurture and
Yeah.
understand.
Very true.
बहुत
Yeah.
nurturing का जरूरी है. Yes, sir. You are very correct. But they are, and they have followed also. Even Stanford followed their ways. That longitudinal study they carried out for 16 years. That एकदम तारे किधर चले गए. Yeah, but इतना वो that gift is not maintained. They can do Excel now. They do Excel in some years or something. Even हमारे gifted children जो है कि कुछ गुप्ता ही नाम था मेरे ख्याल से, सुकृति गुप्ता या सुरभि.
Yeah, ma'am. Even we have seen that in the childhood they prove themselves to be higher IQ, but when they go for the higher education and all, it is a multiple intelligence. They are interested.
Parents are also very this thing, they
Yes,
don't want them to pursue this. Immediately fridge में डालेंगे कुछ डालेंगे. They want that particular structure. But we have the methodologies. I can connect you to Dr.
Yes, ma'am.
Jyoti, and maybe you can adopt.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
thank you so
Please,
much.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jayanti. Sujata, anything she looks after our innovation and design center in Amity. All the
Yes,
designs.
actually, our main aim is to look into the students' ideas they come for, and we help them building the prototype. And the most important is that we want the students to be job providers rather than job creators. So we have a small innovation and design lab in which we have developed many technological things, but it is not mature enough that can be taken to the industry. And one example I would like to say, I have seen the rice puffing machine which was built by IIT Kharagpur. So it was very large. So we thought, why not we build a small one which can be kept in the table, and so that we can, eat hot rice puffs. So yes, it is. We built. Yeah. So we have two designs made for that, and it is there in my lab. So whenever we feel good, we, heat up the rice and make rice puffs and eat. Yeah. So it was a very big, actually, the size was very big, but we miniaturized it for the, for our environment. Then there are few other instruments also that students have made, particularly during COVID time. So we have made one ventilator, which can be low cost ventilator, which can be used portable as well, which can be carried anywhere in maybe in some hospitals, in some villages and all. And we have also ideated one incubator, because in villages there are no good hospitals where we have the good incubators in the hospitals and all. And so we have designed a very low cost incubator also, which can be kept in the hospitals and where all the testing of a newborn child can be done. So accordingly, we have one, for farmers, we have designed one handheld sowing machine, a seeding machine. So that is also the prototype is there in our lab. And then we have developed many IoT based smart agricultural systems in our lab as well. Yes. So and the other aspect that we look into is the digital marketing. So we teach the students how to improve their customers, how to direct the customer flow into their websites and all. So we have also developed the technologies how we can cluster few farmers in a certain area, and how we can help them build their brand, as well as how we can market their products and all. So in all those areas we can collaborate. I was looking into some of the machines and instruments that are built by under RUTAG, those IITs they have built, and I think almost all of them we have here in our because students ideate and build something, And when it is not being transferred, then again we work on it, we make something else. So we keep on developing all those things. Yes. So I was wondering whether we can associate with those centers of RUTAG, and we can focus on more demand-driven technologies, where the technologies we develop in our lab can be transferred to the grassroots level. And we are associated with many entrepreneurs in the region, and many associations also, like CII. They have a BYST, so we are associated with them as well. And then we are associated with the Vadvani Foundations for entrepreneurship development, and around more than 2000 students of this university, because we do a aspiration of the student when they join the university, like what they want to be in future. So there are two options out of five, which say join your family business, or want to start your own venture. So yes, we have more than 3,000-4,000 students who select start your own venture as their career option. So we focus on all those students and look into their requirements, what in which area they need. Either they need to be skilled, or they are looking for ideas. So we connect with people who can give them more ideas. We take them to different hospitals. Village, we took them once actually, only to the urban villages in Noida only. But yes, we had not visited to look into the actual requirements. So I think you can help us visiting the clusters, the villages, where yes, we can identify more such areas where we can contribute. And definitely because we have the basic understanding, basic things that can be. Now actually one of the student entrepreneur, they are developing again one drone based pesticide spraying or seeding machine, and also they are doing all those things. But yes, applicability, that needs to be looked into. So we seek your help in connecting with us to the relevant people, where so that we develop relevant technologies which can be transferred as well. Thank you.
No, we do not actually. But see, the point is through these digital things, we can work it out, because here the uh, outreach, ke baad mein scalability can come. So at least that awareness or something like that. And because I am sure at the institute level, of course, you are well equipped and other things, but still something add on can be done.
Yes.
Say for that matter, suppose 80% you have got the demand, you have the something. Suppose here, both ways the collaborations can be thought, I feel.
Right.
If you have got the demand from field side,
Yes.
then through RUTAG and through your things can be done. That is number one option. Second option is any field trials has to be done.
Yes.
Because from our side, the demand providers are NGOs at the local levels. Okay.
Right.
So any good instruments from your side, which you think now it is ready and to be field tested, definitely it can be tested through RUTAG at their field level. Data can come to you and you can analyze it, keeping the identity and the credentials intact. Okay. But that can be done both ways. Because here that so that it can give the strength. If you are telling from your lab, yes, it is very good, your friend, your other colleagues also say, but it is in-house.
Right.
It is a kind of a third party evaluation, different geographical locations or something else. So this way both the things can be made. So this is second options would be there. And third option is whatever other things are there, PS, you can give it to, we can discuss it out, and something we can find out what are the further steps. I cannot say right now because we are not a funder, so I can't say anything.
No, I was actually, because we wanted to work on demand driven products actually, because until and unless we speak to the those people who require those kind of things, so that we can work upon, like the IITs are doing, that you have explained in that RUTAG website. I happen to see all those things.
Yeah, I know,
So
that
because I
is
think
the
only
thing.
the
Yeah, but it
demand
is
has
both
come, then
ways.
only, yes.
No, IITs cannot go somewhere else, but you have the
maybe some
student
market,
strength.
right,
No, no.
right.
But they are also representatives from some
Yes,
areas,
yes,
some
NGOs
area.
and all the
So
connections.
your students coming, so they also can pitch in for demands or something like that, and we can see. So that
Thank you, Dr. Sujan. Dr. Charu Gupta, just give the mic. She works on nutraceuticals, so maybe this.
PM's very pet topic.
Yeah, nutraceuticals, PM's pet topic. That's what.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, basically for the rural areas, I would like to discuss about our two technologies. First is on the herbal mosquito repellent formulation. So particularly this is in the form of agarbatti and suitable for the rural areas where there is no electricity. So okay. So where there is no electricity, so the farmers or the rural people, they can use these mosquitoes. They are the basic USP of this technology is that they can be prepared on a small scale level that doesn't require much machinery or setup. So at cottage scale or small scale level, they can be easily be prepared and they are very effective. And the second technology is about the herbal floor cleaner. So that can also be prepared with the minimum setup requirement and it can be herbal based. And the next is we are working on the functional foods, particularly targeting on the malnutrition and the anemic women and the lactating women, because in our country, malnutrition and anemia is a very severe problem. So we would be doing the clinical trials about the scientific data. And in the short time, we would be having these nutraceutical formulations, functional foods. Thank you.
Yeah, Amit. Yes. Thank you, Charu.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am working in the area of plant microbe and microbe interaction for sustainable agriculture. So as Professor Verma said that we have developed the technologies of Piriformospora indica. So very recently I have also developed new technology of based on Talaromyces fungus, HNB9 strain. So we have made the technology of this fungus alone and also in the consortia with important bacteria like Bacillus subtilis, entomopathogenic fungus like Metarhizium and Bavaria bassiana. And we have made a formulation for both foliar and soil-borne application for the biocontrol of insects. So it's a futuristic formulation in the sense that the Central Insecticide Board is not allowing consortia right now. But we pitched this technology in DWIH, German House for Science and Innovation, New Delhi, and it was selected as one of the top 15 technology made by young innovators from India. So that was a recognition we got. And recently we are having collaboration with Israel Chemical Limited for the technology transfer of consortia of HNB9. And this fungus not only just is root endophyte, that is our discovery, but it is also producing red color. And we are able to make a textile, dyed with this its red color, and it is very stable right now. And we are going to collaborate with a company who will evaluate the entire dyeing process. So these are some of the areas. And one more thing I just wanted to stress, Professor Verma said that this is working on various crops, but more importantly for the oil seeds, only our products are available. No other product is giving response because mycorrhiza do not colonize. Our two products, they are the best suited products, and we can give guarantee that 25 to 30% production in oil seeds. It's very important because we are importing worth $25 billion of oil seeds.
Promote this?
Yes.
Because oil seeds means all types of oil, or
Professor Verma has approached the minister also, agriculture minister, and it is stuck up in NCOF right now, this proposal.
Sir has forgotten, like ma'am, it enhances the antioxidant activity of medicinal plants and also it enhances the overall yield of secondary metabolites. When you, so many,
Aloe vera,
yeah,
stevia,
is Bacopa, Brahmi.
So the active ingredients.
It is happening now, ma'am.
सर इसको तो वॉर फूड पे लेना चाहिए.
Yes, ma'am, and war, ma'am.
No, I mean this is.
I just wanted to say, ma'am, like I was there at Purdue for a conference, so one of the industries they collaborated with them for war for that. And ma'am, this India is number one.
Wargam?
Yes,
Wargam,
India is number one. अभी भी उसको चल रहा है. You see the prices are the highest, and we are the highest in that export. So ma'am, the seeds actually, I think 4 times, production of seeds. So, and that came in paper also at that time in Jaipur or Jodhpur, I am not sure. Jodhpur. Because it grows in.
Okay. Actually, demand from the industry is that this product should come in fertilizer control or order of Government of India. So that is the point where we are stuck. Because they can respond, industry can respond to various tenders then. of the Government of India.
Our Dr. Raj Paroda is also, you also may be knowing him.
Yes, Mr. Verma knows.
Yeah. So he also, I mean, I know him because we did this the reforms of agriculture, sustainable agriculture under his chairmanship. So can we also, because these are, we need to push, as you are saying, very important products. Others are also, but compared to agriculture, considering the agriculture and our gorgum and other things, how
Right.
to expedite, we need to work
Right.
it out.
Now, the next part is we have two eminent faculties there online, Dr. Rehmatkar and also Dr. Satyendra Patnaik from Amity University, Chhattisgarh. This is in Raipur. We have Amity University, Chhattisgarh. And can we have Dr. Rehmatkar and Satyendra Patnaik?
Sir, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Ma'am, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Selvam sir, and all the dignitaries present there. It is really very amazing for me to actually join this August meeting here. Sir, basically, we work for Rural Mission, NRLM, National Rural Livelihood Mission. And for that, we have done a couple of projects with Chhattisgarh State Rural Livelihood Mission. And now we have extended it to West Bengal and Uttar Pradesh now. So basically the function is we are actually coming out with the grassroots level entrepreneurs who are coming out in the level of BDSPs, which is the business development service providers, which is the next extension of the Startup Village Entrepreneurship Program initiated by the government. And we are on talks with Government of India, that is Ministry of Rural Development, because I had a meeting with the Additional Secretary, Ministry of Rural Development, to make Amity University as the national resource organization other than the 5 major government players in the region. And they have agreed so also, and shortly we are going to get a lot of projects. We becoming the knowledge partners to them, and I was presently there in December, in the month of December, making the projects, making startup village entrepreneurship programs and all those national level writing documents for them. Shortly we are doing that. One more best thing which we have is in the state of Chhattisgarh, like how other governments are doing, there's a Mahatma Gandhi Rural Industrial Project Park, which they have identified 142 blocks. For this, the government is supporting, the state of Chhattisgarh is supporting. And very recently, today only, the Janpat CEO had come and we have finalized few things. That is, we are going up with laundry, that is an express laundry which they are going to, and we are, as a part of academic social responsibility, we are helping them out. Again, we are coming up with some food kiosks, which is governed by Bihan. Bihan is a local level organization which comes under the State Rural Livelihood Mission. We are working on that. And there are many more technological advances which the government wants us to intervene into. Like very soon we are going to get, they have involved our civil engineering students to take a chart of, they have acres of land for which they are asking us to support. Then we have our biotechnology students are working with some oil solvents. Then a couple of things, the mushroom farming and all those aspects, because under this RIPA for the whole of Chhattisgarh, whole of state of Chhattisgarh, Amity University, Chhattisgarh has got an opportunity to become the business consultant for the whole of the state. And this can be extended, to other states also based on the projects which we receive.
Satyendra, can you also expand on Governor came and now interacted with your BDPS women tribal? Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, sir. Likewise, how I said, we are a next extended level of supporting the grassroots level entrepreneurs. So, Startup Village Entrepreneurship Program, which hosts around 1,200 entrepreneurs from each district. Now we have supported around 10,000 local level entrepreneurs which are being trained. From them, the next higher level becomes business development service providers. So business development service providers, and the next level is OSF management committee and the mentor training. We completed all the training programs for around 400 local level entrepreneurs. which was well appreciated by the governor. The governor of Chhattisgarh, Madam Anusuya Uike, she visited and she personally saw that the way these entrepreneurs are working. Now when we go to the grassroots level, when we go to those things, we have been I have a very I have a setup with all those grassroots level entrepreneurs. We have a WhatsApp group. We check how the work is being done. Any technical support, we give it to them. Like the way we are sitting in a boardroom and we do it from their Jan Chopal. They also have a OSF management committee, which they have a Zoom setup. So all the entrepreneurs, they sit together and we discuss problems on business development, and we discuss problems on how to expand their business. What is the market viability? What is the ideation? Whether it is go to GTM, go to the market, go to market approach, everything we do. We are just maintaining a rural Shark Tank here, rather making it big corporate thing.
Very
so
good.
this is how
I want you to highlight your Jal Jeevan mission, where UNICEF has given you a very important project.
Sir, exactly. Sir, Dr. Rehmatkar is the project director for Jal Jeevan Mission. He would be Dr. Rehmatkar.
Anything else you want to say, Satyendra?
Sir, I am done, and I would really, today also when we were discussing, we have plenty of area, we have plenty of things to work, very fertile land to work with. We need technologies to work for. The integration and the intermittent permission to use the technologies done by the other MIT campuses and our campuses to work together, and then the way how we project it and infuse into the government thing. This is the way how we are supporting other programs initiated by Honorable Prime Minister of India, and that's how we are functioning it.
Thank you. Satyendra, send a brief note on these so that we will send to PSA. PSA should know all that what committee is doing.
Sure, sir. It will be a pleasure.
Very good. Rehmatkar?
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Yesterday I had a long meeting with the UNICEF chief, Chhattisgarh, and the WAS specialist, Ms. Sweta Patnaik. Sir, as you are already aware about that, recently that we have signed that PCA, that is the partnership cooperation agreement with the UNICEF, and this time that the UNICEF has been signed the partnership agreement with the MIT University Chhattisgarh for the coming 5 years. So now till 2027 that the MIT Chhattisgarh campus would be a registered partner with the UNICEF. And this time that already we are working on that the Jal Jeevan mission by taking the support from UNICEF, and we are working with the Chhattisgarh government, the department PhD, that is a physical health and engineering department, and that our the students, those have already passed out, they are being deputed to the 28 districts in the Chhattisgarh. And in fact, under this monitoring project, because we are a monitoring agency being appointed by the UNICEF, and we are working with the government of Chhattisgarh, and we are also involved in planning and the execution of the project, so that the drinking water facilities can be provided to each and every household of the in the all the villages in the Chhattisgarh. So that is the basic objective, and the first phase of the project is already been completed by this December 2022. And now I am very much happy to share with you that the 15th February 2023 onwards, now the second phase is already been approved by the UNICEF, and now the second phase of the project will commence from the 15th February onwards. Under this project, till the first phase, we were exclusively working for that the Jal Jeevan mission, but this time that UNICEF is also interested, they have shown their interest to increase to add the more verticals over there. So now the team will be also participating for the climate, energy, and environment, and the water. So these are the 4 verticals where now the MIT University is ready to work with the UNICEF.
Thank you.
So this is about.
Send these informations. Goodwill, please collect all this information. Now, can we have Dr. Atul Thakur, the last speaker? The faculty from Amity University, Haryana. They have cleaned a pond which was totally polluted with using nanomaterials. Dr. Atul, are you there? Because this, we want to replicate this success model in many, many lakes and ponds which are polluted by industries. Deven? Goodwill, just check. Okay, so otherwise we'll send that information also. Amity University, Haryana, They have cleaned the pond on ground, not just only taking water and purifying in the lab. So that's a good model which you can replicate in many villages where water bodies are there. So now these are some of the areas. The founder president has attached a lot of importance to your visit. In fact, he has yesterday also gone through the your mission, and Dr. Ashok Chauhan, the founder president, was very happy that you are coming from PSA, because PSA and Dr. Chauhan has a family link as well, personal link with Mrs. Amita Chauhan. So he's also coming for our convocation. He has agreed to. That's a big honor for us that Amit University Haryana, he will be there. So I was so happy, and now we want to do many things for PSA's mission. And you have seen, even in these areas, a lot of technologies can go to the people. That is where we need your help. Some facilitation, the process of how do you take it, who is the NGO, who is the donor, who all that, if you can just work out IIT Delhi, what they will do for this. So we want to hear from you, and then we will send this basket to you so that at least for information as a repository of what we have discussed will be with PSA. So he should know Amity Group is doing so much in the area. That is first. The second is you prioritize whether it is agrivoltaic or it's water or it's rutonic or which one you feel has a demand now. We need to push it very fast. So prioritize and then take it forward. Tell us what we need to do. We'll work with you and then we will take it forward.
We have our mechanism, not only me. What I feel is you can give me the basket of technology, such a wonderful work you people are doing in different verticals. So if you want to take it further, means you give me in one format, whatever the TRL levels, whatever the readiness level, I would say. Forget about TRL level, but readiness level. And whatever you say, it is assumed that all the required technical support will be given, or we can work together like that. We can collect all these things and I will pass it on to my expert committee. We will see what we can do, because all the things are priority. But I remember Dr. Chidambaram, what you like, you cannot take one everything you can't. So we need to prioritize, and for that we need to take the suggestions or the guidance from our competent authorities, PSA, scientific secretary, and other people. So we can present it to them. Once I receive the booklet, I will pass it on to them. We'll take their opinion also. Our committee meetings are also there. Our review committee will take their thing and we will go ahead. For example, for oil seeds and other things, let them also decide which one we should take and what are the things. I am not the technical expert. I know here and there, I am not the concerned person. But we will take this and in a very methodical thing, whatever is amicable or whatever things we can do it. So that is
maybe in your review committee.
Yeah,
we will give this. If you need a presentation to be made from Amity,
once it is there, we will get it also.
So that then they can say,
Sir, absolutely, so that they can have, and if it is facilitated through videos or some additional thing. Here, we are just meeting informally. This is the first meeting to understand. And very exciting to know. One more thing, can I, not with the rural, can I just share something and would like to hear your comments on that. See, when we are talking about our capacity building or other things, or through COVID and all of us, we face a lot of stressors, and our mental well-being index or mental well-being or thought processes have impacted across with any stressors or any this kind of calamities. Now the prone age is our this student age. We need hand holding from 0 to 80 or so, either parental or something like that. If parents are working in nuclear family, means no one to guide also. And taking the advantage of our national digital mental health mission, or even digital infrastructure what our country has, so with PSA's office, with NIMHANS and AFMC, we have developed one Manas well-being app, where it is focusing on only well-being. Don't tell about your disease or something like that. And which is also telling you the how we can go ahead with other things. The quality you yourself can analyze. And this is a small effort we have done. We have also done all the security testing, and it is at NIC cloud. So the information is anonymous. Anonymity is maintained so that whoever is using, no problem is there. The data is secured at this thing. So since this is apt for the students to understand or to reach out the student to give this flavor of the government efforts for only well-being. Recently, USA team visited PSA office and they have shown a lot of interest in that. And it is at the initial level and it is a free of cost available. So if Amity University through the QR code sharing, the CDAC Bangalore, it's done the other scalable platform and other things.
Have you sent this to us?
No, we are not saying. I'm just no. अभी तक हम लोग रूटा की बात कर रहे थे. So that will be very useful. And data can be analyzed later on. Here you will understand that it will also help in the character building. For example, the emotional thing, the social connectedness, or those kind of a thing. Time management. आजकल के nobody wants to listen to their parents or something or peer or whatever. They are the self learners and self kind of motivated learners, I would say. So where the digital kind of a thing will be useful. So if you don't, if you feel that it can be tested out as a pilot, so I would request the CDAC team. Yeah, we can meet through web. I will ask my team to see and show the presentation and share the QR code and we can do that way. So if it is okay, then we maybe like to say so.
Please. It's for the mental health. Now I would request three of these senior people who have not spoken. What now? What are your views on hearing this, JK Singh?
Okay, good afternoon. I think it was a very, very enriching and a wonderful discussion where our colleagues have shared and showcased their achievements, efforts, and the technologies at different maturity level. I think we are fortunate to have Ketaki Bapat here, an old friend of mine. And I think we expect what I was thinking that you are at the helm of the affairs because PSA office is the main conduit between scientific fraternity and the highest office or the government, where you just, you are our ambassador. So what I feel that at certain technologies, we need push factor. And certain technologies, you need pull factor.
Yes.
I think in nutshell, we are looking forward that after listening to all of us, if you seek more information, we can provide that how you can connect either pull or push from our side to your side. Because you are seeing the R&D efforts of this country from a height. We are seeing, from a lesser height. So,
not like that.
No. The reality is
but we can work together and better. It will give the better understanding.
I'm very clear because the kind of information flow, the kind of understanding at the national, international you have because of nature of your work.
Absolutely.
Certainly, this cohort doesn't.
Doesn't matter. We will work together. Let us build on ourselves with this.
And you have seen that though it's a university. But you would appreciate that lot of R&D, technology thinking, innovation thinking, those type of thinking is there in the faculty.
Yes.
And what our founder, President Dr. Ashok Chauhan says, that it has to be a research and innovation driven. That what we all are translating. I think we look forward that you would push our efforts to fructify or to the fruition. Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks, Dr. Singh. I would like to second your opinion by saying that Dr. Ketaki, we all know, I was there when we were looking at the entire nation, the all science and technology and so on. Here you are a person who's driving this rural technology, activities and mission, and your role is very important there in the PSA office at the moment. I have two suggestions. One is all these faculty members who have given you inputs regarding the research, technology development, things like that going on, which are directly impacting the society, the rural masses, and so on. Can we take them as one of the policy inputs for the PSA office? These are some very interesting things which can directly link to the not only farmers, agriculture, rural development, uh, and also many of these technologies are water related technologies. It's going to the masses, not only the rural people. So one is the policy input which you can take on this, and the second, which of course DST is also supporting some funding, and these projects which require some technology demonstration, can through RUTAG, at least in the rural areas, can we take these technologies forward and showcase the strengths of MET as an institution, and take this. And in fact, the policy also domain, MET has done a lot. So I think some suitable, recognition kind of, or maybe inputs from MET, it should be reflected in the policies. So these are two basic inputs I want to give.
Thank you.
And thanks for your efforts in the PSA office.
Absolutely. Well said.
Probably in last 6 months, this is my third or fourth interaction with you. And every time I feel you have so much passion to work collaboratively to outreach science to in the rural area. And last time when you came here when you delivered a talk in the Innovation Week, it was kind of eye opener. And since then we were thinking to call on PSA, and then PSA gave us chance to be there and meet you. And this is a wonderful ice-breaking kind of a meeting. We talked about science research and how we can strengthen our rural community with technology and innovations. So I think the message today, which Dr. Salamurthy has been repeatedly saying, you also mentioned a couple of times that we should send you a list on priority basis, which could, in your opinion and the government point of view, can be utilized for the upliftment of the rural community. And we will be very happy to work together. And as said, you can pass it on to the experts for review. And in case there is anything more input required, our faculty would be very happy to be part of your decision making. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thanks for.
Yes, sir.
I would request Siddharth, if you haven't spoken anything. So you have been patiently young, dynamic leader who is with PSA's office with Dr. Bapat. And we want to hear. Then finally, my colleagues, Goodwill and also our Vaibhav, will give their views and close the meeting with thanks.
Thank you, sir. So good afternoon, everyone. So first of all, I would like to thank you for giving me the platform of sitting here and listening to all big stalwarts here. So compared to a big mall, I'm like a small shoestring in a Bata store. That's what I feel now. So first of all, I can admit that we were in oblivion of the marvelous immaculate technology that MET University has developed. Not only the Noida, but also Chhattisgarh and other branches. So this is something very much appreciable. Now, as a PSA office, we basically do the interconnection. So taking it, so there are 3 segments, as ma'am has already specified in vivid details. So first is using the NGOs, SHGs, how to connect and identify the grassroots level problems. Now, take it forward, and in an academic or research-based institute, you need to develop a solution. So that solution has to be a prototype. You are not an industry. So that institute like MET or IIT, so you develop it, field test it, the prototype. Now the third part is to commercialize it. So now in each of these 3 segments, we need threads. We need connecting threads. So that's what like ma'am has been emphasizing, that we'll all discuss further and somehow we can connect so that this can be taken forward.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
thank you, ma'am.
So now with that positive note, I would like to just pass on the mic to both of them. Goodwill first and then Vaibhav. How would you take it forward? You people are the drive engine from Mastiff to
Thank you, sir.
make this happen.
Very enriching meeting. Like, this kind of discussion should be there more often so that we also understand that what exactly, happening and how we can take it forward. So like this pull and push thing really come out well, and how we are going to approach further on the technologies and like giving them a right shape and making them reach to the right people, that will be more important now. I being PhD in psychology, I was so much interested in that QR code which you were telling for the emotional intelligence and some conflict managements and all. So I would be more interested in that. So I'll like with ma'am also, Jayanti ma'am, and with your guidance, we like to move forward with that as well. Now, as Siddharth already covered all the points that how we will be taking technologies to the ground level. So this, of course, from ASTIF side, we will be further like motivating and yes, doing all such efforts from here that technologies will reach to the right people. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for coming.
Thank you. Bye.
I would like to thank you for coming here, and this was a very enriching interaction and learned a lot through it. We will definitely take it forward under the guidance of Dr. Silvamurthy sir, and all the points have been covered. I just want to thank you, and I'm happy I'm being here and listening to you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So let's clap for madam. So now let us, with that positive note, I want to thank once again on behalf of every one of us and also our founder president, who has also been listening. I could see in the FPO was there. So founder president also has expressed his very keen interest on the outcome, because he always says meetings take place and also we discuss many things, but what is going to be the outcome, that is what is most important. And I'm sure that we will drive from ASTIF and all of us, AFSTIA, together. But from your side, we would request you to appraise our honorable principal scientific advisor first about the work that's being done related to these missions. Then also suggest to us that this is how we should move. Next step would be to move, and then we will make a record of discussion. What we have, we'll send it to you in a draft form so that you can also add value, any corrections and all that. Then we will send it to founder president for his guidance and blessings. Then we'll also give it to the chancellors of these campuses, because they should also know, and the vice chancellors of relevant campuses, so that they know that this deliberation has taken place. These are the steps from their campuses they need to undertake. Like Chhattisgarh will give it to the vice chancellor. And also we have Dr. Asim Chauhan. So like that, we'll give it to the relevant campuses. And you want to visit labs or?
I think
Yeah, she should cross.
नहीं नहीं काम तो ये लव एंड अफेक्शन
ये दिल में है, वो दिखाने का क्या जरूरत है? काम ही इम्पोर्टेंट है.
काम is important. This is also our, this is our love and affection for me. ठीक है तो गोपाल
Come.
This is token of our entities.
Thank you.
आ जाओ इधर.
So thanks to every one of you who spared time and came promptly. And then we are so pleased that you are wonderful. You are the future. You are the leader. You are the leaders in our country who are contributing to transformation of our country. Thank you. Blessings to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Rest of life. Thank you, sir. Namaste.